here. Let's see, maybe not. This type of planning is beyond anything that one mere man can do. It's very extensive, very elaborate, very methodical. There's the police up there. They're probably going to turn and come down here. They're way up there. Yeah, they're going to drive by me tonight, the police. You'll see here. That's them that just turned out. You can see this is right on cue as I got to the bus stop here. This is the bus stop. So the police are going to come down here. Just want to get the car number when they pass. No, car number 88, and the time is on the glasses too, so car number 88. That was purposeful. You could see just as I got there, he pulled out of the plaza there and came by me. You can see that. That's a tactic they utilize quite consistently in the harassment campaign. It is known as what they would refer to as disruption tactics. So the person who they've lied about and wrongly labeled a threat, they ensure that that person continually sees the police around them. Now, if it was legitimate, real surveillance that the police were doing on someone who was a threat, they would do it in a covert manner, not in an overt manner. So it's purposeful intimidation and harassment, and they want the person to know. You do that in the open because you want the person to know it. No question about that. Those are not tactics that one would utilize if they were really trying to bring down someone who they believed was a legitimate threat. They do it without the person knowing it. They do surveillance in a means that was covert, and they wouldn't use incompetent people some of whom are drug addicts to partake in that surveillance. That's where we can differentiate this fake surveillance from actual harassment, and what it falls under the category is provable harassment, and that's what it is. The police partake in it. The police know precisely what it is. There's no possible way they could be dumb enough to not know what it is and to not know that they're doing these things to people who have done absolutely nothing wrong. And so we already know what category the police fall under and their legitimacy. And that's why they recruit people who aren't very bright, low-level people in blue lodges. And, you know, they get them into they join the police force, and then they encourage them to join lodges to get them into the whole fraternal order so that they have this camaraderie of people around them encouraging them to do these things, just in case they have any reservations about doing these things. Because, you know, you might have a few people here and there who might still have some semblance of a conscience, and they have to ruin that and get rid of that. Same way you would do in the military, where they break the person down and then rebuild them. Not too different with the police, because the things that you're going to be doing if you do join the police, and if you are, you know, in the earlier stages and naive enough to think you're actually going to be helping people, let's see over here, the things they have them do, you're going to have to skewer that person's conscience, make them set it aside, in order to have them partake in that without having any reservations. And a big part of that is instilling a groupthink mentality. Same thing in the military. So if everyone's doing it, everyone around you is doing it, that normalizes the immoral behavior a lot more. And it's the same thing they've used to instill an acceptance of immoral behavior upon the population through their controlled the culture, movies, TV, popular fiction, everything around us. They've normalized an acceptance of immorality and of doing things that are completely immoral and that go against a person's God-given conscience. And again, when they're in these situations, in the police and the military, fire department as well, a lot of these public service positions, they want that person to feel pressured into doing that and make them feel like they'll receive a sense of acceptance by those around them if they partake in these things. If you don't, you're not going to be accepted in those positions. If you have any sort of a conscience and realize that these things are wrong, immoral, reprehensible, and evil, you're not going to be accepted in those organizations. And in some cases, they will literally workplace mob you out of the job if you object to these things. Shoot, where's my ticket? Give me a break. I don't have it, damn it. Okay, I think I lost my ticket. I gotta go to the station, or the store over there. Damn it! Yeah, I don't have it. Shoot. Okay, I gotta go over there then, I guess. Lost my ticket. That's great. I missed the bus. Oh, look at this up here. Police again. Yeah, check it out. See, that's the bus that I would have been getting on there, but I realized I didn't have the ticket, so I have to go to the store. So now they're sending either a police car or a fire truck. Might be a fire truck here. You can see this now. Yeah, it's 2 emergency vehicles here, right as I cross. That's an ambulance. This is an ambulance here in front. No, it's a fire truck up there. And then another one here too. Yeah, 2 fire trucks sent tonight, and you could see how that was set up. That was they were supposed to drive alongside the bus I was getting on, but because I crossed and didn't get on that bus, you could see how they had it coordinated so that they would drive right alongside the bus. And but I threw it off because I didn't get on that bus as I had intended to, because I realized that I have to get a ticket. I thought I had a ticket remaining in my wallet, but then I realized I must have dropped the ticket. So. It's not over there. I think that's a OC transport vehicle over there, or a constable. I don't know. I can't tell from here. It's parked on the lawn at the side of that place there. So it is a constable. They're doing what they're usually doing, just sitting there doing nothing, playing with their phones, making between 120 to 160,000 a year to sit in their vehicles doing nothing. So, of course, there's nothing to keep people safe from in Ottawa, because nothing happens except for the things that they create. So, in order to even justify their positions, they have to create fake incidents to make it look like there's actually some reason for them to even be employed doing these things. And 95% of what they actually do is just sitting in their vehicles playing with their phones or stalking people. So if it is a constable, it's probably an OC transport vehicle. Is it? I mean, technically that's not on their property though, that's on the other, or is it? Well, I guess I don't know whether that's considered their property or not. It's hard to say. Let me just walk over here. Bus coming in. It's gonna get a gander of. I think it could be just a regular vehicle. Somebody just parked there, obviously purposeful, so that I'll see it. So for the whole fake surveillance thing. Oh, no walking? Oh, $200 fine. Okay, we'll walk this way then. Notice where his position, sitting here. Yeah, it's a constable. Sure enough. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Can I help you?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, can you tell me from here, how would I go about getting to Lee's station? Working hard as usual, huh?
Yeah, on a phone call actually.
Yeah, parked on the grass here.
Yep.
Getting paid to do nothing. Okay. Galipeau? That's your name?
Yep, it is.
Okay, great.
Lee Station.
Yeah, Lee
You know
Station.
you're trespassing right now, right?
Well, I just saw you here and I thought I'd ask you.
Okay,
So.
but you passed a sign that says "Do not walk here."
Okay, I've just told you the reason why I came and spoke to you. You're gonna give me problem for trespassing when I'm just coming to ask you directions?
Well, you could have stood at the stop there.
Well, you wouldn't have come over. You're a public servant. You're paid to assist the public. So you're sitting here getting paid to do nothing as usual, as you guys always do.
Typing reports, yes.
Yeah, typing reports on the side lawn, while people pay you between 120 to 160. It doesn't matter if it's private property. You're a public servant. Paid between 120 to 160,000 a year to do nothing, and to stalk people too. Where's Lee Station?
Well, you know where Lee Station is. That's where you approached me last time.
Where I've never approached you before in my life.
Last time you put me on your YouTube video.
You?
Yeah.
I don't go to Lee Station. I don't get off there. I'm just asking you how to get there. And you're saying how? So you know about that I have a YouTube channel? Is that what you're saying? You're aware of that?
Yeah, you gave it to us publicly last time.
That's not me. You must be thinking of somebody else, sir. I gave it to you publicly. When was that? When would that have been? Was that the 200th time that you showed up exactly as I arrived, or was it the where you show up exactly as I arrive to threaten, harass, and intimidate, which you've been doing for 2.5 years? I just asked you politely where Lee's Station is. You're a public servant. Calling for backup just because I asked you for directions. So you're not going to tell me where it is? I just asked you.
I'm researching it.
Oh, okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
I
I got to tell you, I don't get off there, so I never approached you there. So you must be thinking of somebody else. But you seem to know. I do have a YouTube channel though, and I do document the fact that you guys show up everywhere I go purposefully. You drive right in front of my workplace when I'm leaving, and you set up little skits to justify your harassment on behalf of CSIS. I mean, it's not funny. It's really, you disrespect your job and you degrade your position. So. Yeah, he's saying YouTube friends. So again, they have to surround you and harass you if you speak to them. I just came up for directions. So now they're going to surround me because this Guelph, what is his name? Galipeau is a dishonorable man. So he can't take somebody asking him for directions. And he knows I have a YouTube, that's why he's here. So because he doesn't do any legitimate work. So anyway, are you going to tell me where Lee's Station is? So what's his full name? So you know, you're trying to say you know my name?
That's your last name?
How would you know that? How would you even speculate to be able to know what my name is? I've never provided you with any ID. I've never told you my name. I've provided you with ID? I have no clue what you're talking about. So I just approached to ask you for directions, sir. You've now called the second person to intimidate and harass me. All I asked you was B220297. He's admitted he knows about the YouTube channel. I've never told this guy about that in my life. He's lying about that. He's purposefully lying, and he's here for a reason. Right as I get there, right across from where I'm working. So yeah, you can see they sent 3 people. This person's been sent before too. That androgynous woman there, man, woman, whatever. So you can see he's admitted that they do this stuff because of my YouTube channel. All I asked him was for directions. He has to have a conference to decide whether he can give me directions to Lee Station. I've never approached him there because I don't get off at that station at all. So he's lying about that. We can establish that. So now they're going to have 3 people surround me just because I asked him for directions. He can't answer a question pertaining to directions. He has to call 2 other people to surround me.
Any ID on you?
First of all, that's not my name. How do you even assume No, that's not my name.
That's not your name?
No, it's not my name. No.
Okay.
Why would you ask
What's
me?
your name then?
I don't have to tell you my name. I just came over to ask you for directions. I already explained
I'm
that.
gonna stop you right there.
Okay.
You're in an area where you're not even allowed to.
He already told me that, and I explained to
So
him.
I'm gonna ask you to leave
I
at
explained to him the reason.
I'm speaking.
Can you let me finish what? Well, you said something to me, and I'm responding. You said something to me, and I'm responding. Okay. When you say something to a person, you allow them to respond.
No, I'm telling you to leave. I'm now directing you to leave.
Okay. First of all.
No. There's no follow-up to that. I'm directing you to leave at this point. Okay.
Okay.
If you don't leave, sir, you will be subject to an arrest.
Okay, I'll leave.
Okay?
Not a problem.
Thank you, sir.
Not a problem.
It's time to leave.
So
there's no more conversation. It's time to leave.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell you something right now.
I don't want to listen.
All of this is going online. You're showing up to purposefully harass me.
No,
you know that fully well. You know that fully well.
And you know you can't be over here. You've been already addressed on this, Mr. Khalid.
Okay. How you
know who you are,
how you could know my name? I don't.
You've already been addressed for this exact same incident.
I've been addressed for what incident? When was this?
Trespassing exactly at Herdman Station.
Trespassing at Herdman Station. When was this? Explain that to me.
I don't know.
It never happened. It never happened.
I'm directing to leave.
There was one time when I was sitting. I'm off the property. I'm standing here. Okay.
Now you're as well. You're also now breaking the law by being on the transit way. I need you to leave. Take the crosswalk and leave the property.
I'm not on the property. I'm not. Standing on the road is not.
Sir, I'm going to tell you one last time. If you do not leave, I'm going to arrest you.
Okay, I'm going to leave.
Fail to leave under the trespass property.
I'm going to leave. Not a problem. Not a problem.
We're done with this conversation, okay?
No, you're not done because you're going online tomorrow. You're a criminal. You're illegitimate. You do no legitimate work. You get. And I never was trespassed for Herdman Station. That's a lie. That's a lie.
I'm going to make sure of it.
Well, I never have been.
Have a good night.
So you're making up things and lying as usual. You get paid to do nothing. You get paid to do nothing. You're an embarrassment. You're criminals.
To make sure that you don't get hit by a bus.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Well, how would I cross if I don't go onto the road? Do you expect me to teleport across the street? You can see this is intimidation too. Following me here.
Sir, have a good night. Stay off the property. You're not welcome back.
What do you mean stay off the property? I have to get. I take the train.
Tonight you were trespassed from the station until midnight. Have a good night.
I'm not going back over there tonight, so that's fine. But I'm telling you, I just want to clarify one thing. No, I know you don't, because you know what I'm saying is the truth, and you always walk away when the truth is told. You can't hold a legitimate conversation.
Have a good night.
I was never trespassed from here once. Okay, that's a lie. You've lied about that. You've lied about that. There was one night when one of your people came over to harass me while I was standing. Now you're turning around because anytime there's a conversation where I speak the truth, you back away. You're criminals. You harass and stalk law-abiding citizens. You are criminals, okay? Pure and simple. And I was never trespassed from there once, not one time. You're a liar. You're liars. You get paid to do nothing, okay? Go up this way here. Let's watch here. Watch how long he stands. He sits there for too. They're gonna send people out here. I'm just gonna stand here. I'll just take a look and watch here. I'm not on the property now at all. He's completely lying. They've never once trespassed me from the station there, and he said they know about the YouTube channel as well. So that's admittance there that they know what they're doing and why they're here. So that's the train station where I have to go to every night just to be able to get to my work. He's claiming they trespassed me from the station when that never once happened. The one time the guy approached me over there and asked me why I was sitting on that side of the station. It never happened that they trespassed me. They would have said something about that if they did. So never once did that happen. So that guy is an absolute liar, and they've been doing these things for 2.5 years. And the reason he's parked there was that was done so that I would walk over there to get the footage, because they knew I would walk over there to get the footage, and they want to be able to trespass me from even be able to use public transit here. So I'm going to film them for the whole time they're here, and you'll see how many people are going to come out from here too. They're going to send people over, so just keep watching here. Somehow the guy knows my name too. The only time I ever I think I did give ID to that guy Majid like a year and a half or 2 years ago. So that's cool, Majid. But anyway, she says I'm trespassed from there till midnight for walking on that side. You can see where he's positioned. He's parked on the back lawn there of where the train station is, on the lawn. So, and somehow they're admitting that they know, they know about the YouTube channel, and the guy knew my name, and I've never given them my name, other than I think one time I showed ID to the one guy who was in front of the station. So, but he's absolutely lying when he says I was trespassed from there. I'm gonna walk down here and see how long they sit there. They're purposefully there because also it's right near where I'm working too. So they have them there to draw that out, and they wanted to essentially solicit a trespass. When all I did, I came out from the train station, saw the vehicle there, said, okay, I'm just going to walk by, get the number. He's admitted that he knows about the YouTube channel. We can see clearly that's why they're doing this. And immediately, all I did was ask him for directions to the other station, just to justify going up to speak to him. And then he immediately calls for a second vehicle to come, simply for me asking him a question. Now that technically is their property there, so I did leave when he said to. It's part of the OC Transpo property, but so they're 100% making up lies. They've never once trespassed me from there. That's the first time they've trespassed me from any property. And he says I'm trespassed from there till midnight. So they'll be, when I leave work tonight, they'll be showing up probably tomorrow morning. Again, so. And again, like I said, I've never provided them with my name once. The only one time where they could possibly know my name is because, well, I mean, they know it because they've been told my name via CSIS and via these, the harassment campaign. They give them the person's name and all that. And they know also that I've put up videos exposing them in their harassment and corruption. They showed up just as I was leaving work the other day, too. So tonight they're positioned there right as I exit the train station, and they probably figured I'd walk over to get some footage, and the whole purpose of that was to set up some fake scenario to say I'm trespassing or whatever. When the guy knew, I just walked up to ask him directions, and the reason I walked up to ask him for directions was so that I could get him on camera. There's no question. That was the purpose of it. But because they will always lie and create some false scenario to say you're suspicious, that's the way I do it. I'll say, hey, can you give me directions to wherever, so that they can't. Here's another one now, right? Coming right now. So third car here. This is all set up too because I've exposed them, right? So they have to do these types of things because I've exposed them. You can see him driving down there, and I think technically that's the property there of the station as well. And so look it, okay, so I'm going the other way to go around. They have a car positioned up here to sit here and watch where I'm going. Now this is criminal harassment. You can see this 100%. So as I've left there, I've walked completely away from there where they were positioned right as I came out just to go to work. I walk completely away. They have another constable go up here and sit across the street, just sitting there getting paid to do nothing to harass me. This is where your tax dollars are going. These are the types of people who they have in these public service positions. You can see where he is there. I don't know whether technically that would be considered. I don't think that's part of the train station. So now he's coming around, or he or she, all to provoke more. So here, I just want to see if the car number's there. Oh, no, it's going back the other way, so you can see. I don't think, and that wasn't one of them either. That was somebody, a third car they sent. So they have to send a third car just because I went up to ask the guy for directions. Now you see again, they know 100% about the YouTube channel, and they know I've exposed them. The guy lied through his teeth. Both that guy and the female lied 100% through their teeth in saying that they've trespassed me. They never have. If you see that other video, when a guy approached me at the station, he said, you're standing, whatever, you shouldn't be standing here, whatever. I said, I've paid my fare, what are you talking about? And he said, well, there's an amount of time that you can stand here. He never trespassed me. He never said you've been trespassed from there. And I'll show you the footage, too. So they have to, the only thing I can think of is that they would be referring to that incident. but they're desperate to try and trespass me from the transit station so I can't get to work. You understand? That's what the goal is with this type of thing, and that's who these people are. So we'll see them tomorrow morning too, purposely showing up. Like I said, you saw them show up right in front. As soon as I left work the other day, you saw them pull up purposefully in front of me, and they've been doing that for over 2 years now. If they had trespassed me, he would have said that. He would have said, "You're trespassed from going." No one said that to me at all. So they would, unless they've set up some false record of that or whatever, which is possible. They could have just set up some fake report. I don't know whether that's the case or not, but either way, got my footage I needed tonight. Yeah, so this is the goal with them. That's what they're trying to do, because I have to travel from Quebec to Ottawa to get to work. I don't speak enough French to be able to work in that area of Quebec where I live, and on top of that, I'm being employment blacklisted, so I can't get another job. So I travel here, so they have to do something to cut that off. So literally, they're making things up, making up lies, so that I can't use public transit. And it's specifically because. But 100%, those people are both lying. I'd like to have them show the record of that situation when a trespass was issued, because it wasn't. It never happened, not once. They had a guy approach me. You saw in the video, if you saw that older video from a few months back, and say I couldn't stand in a place where I was standing waiting for the bus after I paid for the ticket, just to provoke. And he said, "You're loitering," or whatever. So they're desperate to get anything to solicit a trespass. There was no trespass at all. And the reason, they've been told my name as well, obviously, because I didn't give my name to any of those people at all. They're absolute liars.